Hey.
Alright, dude. Feel sick again already, bro. I'm pissed. Anyways, what did we have going into the day? So, market opens, right? From market open, we push down pretty deep on NASDAQ, whereas on ES, we kind of push up, but then we do come back down, right? We go to the 1 minute, we can see that, right? So, actually, what am I doing? Let's start on the daily. Actually, we'll start on the weekly because we have some context there. It is very, very strong weekly close, right? So ES above all-time high now, whereas Nasdaq lagging a bit, but we did tap the monthly gaps here, so it would make sense for us to continue up there, right? We have all-time high up here, but we do get this strong weekly close, right? We kind of did start to reject right here, but it was a Friday. You know, you can't let that little bit like take away from the fact that we ripped up that much, you know? So, and we're coming from 2 monthly gaps. Scale down to the daily, we tapped a daily gap, right? That was the reason for the little retrace. From there, we push up, and that leads us to today. So, today, what do we have going down to the 4 hour? We're kind of in like this little range area where this is going to be pretty high resistance to break out of, I feel like, but I think we could get there. Maybe we'll need a deeper retrace, but I think right now it kind of makes sense to just continue higher tomorrow morning. Um, but we could always come down and hit the 50% of the range, you know? We do have like these possibilities. And going down to the 1 hour, we still get this little retrace. We're very bullish. We kind of flip, but then here we start slowing down, showing signs we might want to continue higher. So from there on the 15, get some more context. We're like, okay. So we took out all these lows, and then we kind of stop in this gap area right here. And we do have this right here, these lows. They're pretty nicely stacked, so if we were to go down, I think we would really rip down. But overall, my bias was bullish. So that leads us back to what I was saying, right? We open up, we kind of manipulate down, but we also manipulate it up at the same time. But where did that leave us? That left us with a SMT. And now, from there, I'm like, okay, I do believe in higher. I think on ES we'll at least take out the highs up here. If not, we'll go to this hourly gap, right? So, but from the SMT, we don't get like clear, clean price action. So that is why I didn't take anything. What I mean, if you were to take a change in the state of delivery, get a off like that candle, stop down here, you would be fine, right? And it still would have been a really, really good trade. Um, as you can see, it is only 20 points though. It's not like we were moving like a ridiculous amount today. I actually don't know how many it was on NASDAQ. Yeah, like 200, which is a lot. But lately, like 500-point days have not been like uncommon. So you could have taken that. Or on the 15, you could have taken it once we like cleared up a bit. Like this close right here would have been nice. Or you could take something on the 5. I just decided to sit out, you know, I kind of like mentally checked out. I pretty much decided I wasn't going to trade. Um, I just felt it wasn't worth it. I'm on brand new accounts. It's not a very clear day. Yes, I was pretty damn sure we would go up to the highs or at least the gap, but it just wasn't something I was willing to risk money on. um, really not too much of a recap to be done today, but we can kind of see like we are falling into this range and why these like lows are protected though. In a sense, you know, we're in this area right here, so they're going to be high resistance. So with that being said, I feel as if these lows should hold, right? And then we do go ahead and make an SMT off them. So now this low should hold. So what the hell? I do believe that from here, these lows should hold if we are going to continue bullish. But you know, we're in this gap. We also with this gap, so we're probably gonna take a couple hours overnight to kind of chop around. But it is what it is. You know, all you can do is go back and learn from it. And looking back, well, I mean, I kind of figured, not because it's a Monday. I mean, you never know. Like Monday doesn't mean anything. The past 2 Mondays we ran a ridiculous amount. We had clean days, but it was just like we're just in this high resistance point. I feel like we started to reject these low resistance highs, which, you know, you could view it as a low resistance, but you could also view it as, okay, so when we get up into this area, like right here, we've been rejecting. What do? We reject again. So chances are this high is going to be pretty hard to run through, but this low was made in a daily gap, and overall the higher time frames are bullish, so it does make a bit more sense to go higher. And we have a gap below, we have this low inside of a gap, which we did push through, and then we wick that. If we go to the 4 hour, you can see it's very wicky as well, but overall I think we're gonna go higher. But yeah, not too much to be said today. I'm gonna go ahead and do my notes right here.
In your eyes, there you go again.
Alrighty, so I just finished the notes. Let's go over it real quick. Dude, I think I did pretty well today in the fact that I didn't trade, even though I could have tried to trade. I just told myself I only want to be taking the super clear, obvious trades on this account. I want to guarantee myself a payout. So that's what I did. Obviously, today I could have caught a long on ES, but it's just one of those trades where I'm going to have to do an ultra analysis and really try super hard for an entry. And with that, you know, I would much rather just wait for the super obvious days where I can just like clearly see everything, enter, play a stop, and chill. And then with that also comes being more confident, so I could possibly put more risk on the table in the future. But yeah, in the future, possibly being open to stuff like this. But right now, I'm fine with missing out on it just so I can guarantee myself a payout. I don't even want to have to think about it. I pretty much mentally checked out once we started ranging. As I'm on a new 5 stack, I want to guarantee this payout. I'm going to be taking super clear, obvious trades, so with that, I mentally did not plan on trading. Just kind of sat there and watched it play out. Reason for taking no specific entry, but the reasoning would have been we're very bullish from the weekly down, had a super strong weekly close. We're still at all-time highs on ES, at least. The daily was delivering from a daily gap. The 4 hours pretty bullish, although we did have some struggle. We retraced, but now we're coming up, but not cleanly at all. We're kind of just chopping up. That's why I didn't take a trade, because it wasn't clean price action. It wasn't a clean price action that I prefer. The same with the hourly, you know, it's all lining bullish, but I knew we wanted to take the highs, but it just would have been a super hard trade to analyze. Possibly could have been stopped out. I wouldn't have this time, as we held the low. Obviously that's where I can improve on in the future. Just knowing that when I'm confident about something, as long as I have the correct stop loss, I don't have to worry about how the trade plays out. But for right now, I do not want to be taking trades during this type of price action. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Overall, very bullish. Just waiting for that clean price action like this rather than this. Yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Really don't feel good. I don't know if I'm already getting sick again. That would suck. But yeah, oh my god. But yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow.